I installed a nanny cam to watch our new puppy while at work, but instead caught my girlfriend's sister explaining their 6-month plan to access my trust fund. The puppy was chewing my charging cable. 2:14 p.m. I opened the app on my phone. I'd installed the camera that morning. Discreet little device hidden in a fake plant. On the bookshelf, angled perfectly to watch our 8-week-old golden retriever destroy my apartment. Cooper, named after my grandfather who'd left me the trust fund. Veronica insisted he needed freedom to explore. I'd relented. I always relented with Veronica. 3 years of saying yes to everything. The camera feed loaded on my phone screen. Boring Monday afternoon at the office. Instead of Cooper tearing apart my shoes, I saw something else. Veronica's older sister Sienna sitting on my couch. Manila folder open on the coffee table. Veronica next to her, both leaning over documents I couldn't make out. I turned up the volume on my wireless earbuds. Expected to hear them planning some surprise. Maybe birthday ideas. Mine was coming up in 6 weeks. What I heard instead made my blood freeze. The 6-month mark is critical, Sienna said, tapping a pen against what looked like a legal document. Washington state law recognizes committed intimate relationships with specific criteria. Veronica nodded, blonde hair falling forward as she studied the papers. And his trust fund counts as appreciation? My hand started shaking. I had to set my coffee down. This couldn't be real. Had to be a misunderstanding. But Sienna kept talking, voice clinical and precise, like explaining a business transaction. I'd been dating Veronica for 3 years. Met her at a charity gala for Seattle Children's Hospital. My family's foundation was a major donor. She worked in event planning. Beautiful and charming. The kind of woman who remembered everyone's names. 28 years old to my 32. Easy laugh. Genuine warmth that drew people in. Or what I'd thought was genuine. We'd dated 2 years before moving in together. She framed it as practical. She was spending most nights at my place anyway. Her lease was ending. Rent in Seattle was insane. Why pay for 2 places? I'd been thrilled. Saw it as natural progression toward marriage. 4 months into living together. I'd been planning to propose at Christmas. Already started looking at rings. The camera feed continued streaming. I sat frozen at my desk. Sienna pulled out another document. Highlighted sections I couldn't read clearly. The trust fund itself is protected as separate property, she explained. But the income it generates during cohabitation is different. Veronica was nodding, taking notes. He receives monthly distributions of what, around 15,000? Sienna wrote something down. Over 6 months, that's conservatively 90,000. My chest tightened. I felt sick, actually physically sick. The coffee threatened to come back up. Veronica leaned back against the couch cushions. My couch. In my condo I'd owned 5 years before meeting her. What about the engagement ring? She asked. If he proposes before 6 months, does that change anything? Sienna shook her head. Engagement ring is a conditional gift, but that's separate from the cohabitation claim. Veronica smiled. Not the warm, loving smile I'd seen 1,000 times. Something colder, calculating. He's definitely going to propose soon. He's been acting weird, sneaking around, probably ring shopping. My hands were trembling. I had been ring shopping 2 weeks ago, downtown Seattle, looking at princess cut diamonds. I minimized the camera app, opened my text thread with Veronica. Our last messages from this morning. Her. Have a great day at work. Me. Love you. I stared at the heart emoji, at the casual affection that now felt like performance. Reopened the camera feed. Sienna was putting documents back in the folder. The key is timing, she said. You need to hit that 6-month mark. Veronica stood, walked toward the kitchen. I got a clear view of her face for the first time. She looked normal, happy even. What do you think we can get? She asked from off screen. Sienna's voice carried clearly through the audio, and that's when I heard the number. Full story is linked below or on my channel.